lot of dystopian out there right now, and I was thinking that this really opens it up to a wider audience. A lot of people have been mainly focused at women. Do you think that's true? Like, well, how does this go to a wider audience?
Is it the gender thing? I don't know. I think our film can just can reach just a really wide variety of people. I feel like adults will like it. I feel like kids will like it. I feel boys will like it. Girls will like it. I hope all those things are true. I also feel like all of them could dislike it. It's just
not possible.
It's good for everyone.
I will also say the dystopian thing. Dystopian aspect plays very little in our movie. You wouldn't really count it as a dystopian thing. So not until later.
I never considered the book a dystopian.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really.
It's more about survival and mystery and those kinds of things, and escape, adventure. Those are the words I would use rather than dystopian, So.
Awesome. And this is a very different role for you, Will, and it's your first lead role. Could you talk about getting into something completely new?
Yeah, I guess it was new challenges for both of us, based on what we've done before, and it was fun for me, and I think Dill as well to be in a cast, full of really young, great actors, and the performances are unreal, and Dill was a great leader, to us as well, in terms of his work ethic and his just way on set, so that was really cool. And I'm lucky to be able to do a kind of more dramatic role, and I really appreciate actors who can do both, so it's kind of just what I try and do, and Dill does it too. Dill does comedy and drama, so
No, I mean, same with Will. I mean, I think we're both fans of guys who can, have some range and do it all, do all the things that we love watching as viewers. And so we try to be that as best we can. This was definitely a new challenge for me doing this movie, and I put my life into it. And I think, again, we'll say about the cast. I'm so proud to be a part of this cast. I feel like it's gonna be one of those things in 20 years where I can say, I worked with all those guys, everyone from the movie. I feel like is gonna be some, So it's really
like
cool.
American Graffiti, where it's you look back and oh my God, he was in it.
You don't even realize almost.
Yeah, I mean these are good actors, and not just whatever. I mean these guys and girl can act, man, and you're gonna see that in the movie, which is I'm really excited about.
And I think to echo what you said earlier, it's not star-studded. Do you know what I mean? It's not like a cast that is relying on big names or anything like that. We're just relying on just trying to play our characters as real as possible.
Yeah, and so we know that Teresa isn't going to be asleep for half the movie. It would be like that if it was completely accurate, and then there's no mind melding.
No,
because that would be weird.
Although let's say, okay, fans, I know you're mad that I took out the telepathy, but if you pay attention, you might just see a little nod to that whole aspect.
Yeah. I don't even know what he's talking about.
Literally, we know.
They've never had a movie so absolutely fully endorsed by the author before.
Yeah.
I mean, the changes they made perfect sense, and I totally support it, and I am confident my readers will buy into it when they see it.
Yeah. And someone asked us, on a scale from Lightning Thief to Catching Fire, how accurate to the book is this?
Lightning Thief?
Like Percy Jackson.
Oh, was that not? Was it?
It was not the book.
Okay, so structurally, we're extremely close. There's things that had to change just because of the pacing. We just have to change things. A lot of it's more about kind of condensing, and maybe I added a few little things that would just help sort of go along with it. But it's pretty close to the book.
Extremely. Even my editor has now read the script, and she was thrilled. My agent was thrilled. I was thrilled.
It's probably more or less about what we took away and more what we added.
Yeah.
There's little things that we added in just to help kind of make things work.
Yeah. And there's some crazy slang in the book, and it's very organic. It seems very like something that would actually come up in a world where there were all these guys together.
Yeah.
How was that woven into the script, and how did you kind of use that on set?
It just kind of found its way in. Honestly, we looked for these little opportunities, and sometimes it made it in, sometimes it didn't. Sometimes we say, "Yeah, it wouldn't work here." Sometimes it would. So fans will definitely notice a few of those key kind of phrases in the movie.
Well, and it's one of those things that a book it doesn't grate on you quite the same as if they used it a ton in the movie. I think they found the perfect balance to shout out to it, but not to weary our
Yeah.
watchers.
Yeah, and someone asked which scenes took the most takes and why? What were like the most challenging in that way?
Anything with me and
Seemingly
Dylan in
overflowing.
it. Anything if we were both in the same scene, forget about it. It's like, shoot. You know what? Our wrestling thing took a minute, right? That took a while.
I shot that with 3 cameras
Yeah, I was there
too.
when that
Yeah, that was a big scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the whole movie had to shoot fast.
Yeah, the whole thing
Yeah.
was on fast forward.
We had 8 weeks to shoot the movie, so we couldn't spend too much time. So a lot of
Yeah.
times we shot like 2 or 3 cameras all at
Yeah.
once.
Oh, God.
So
What's
that's
ama-
what
yeah,
you're talking about there.
What's amazing about the movies, you'll see all these sequences in it. I mean, it never stops moving. It's like constant, the action and like the movement and the story's constantly going, and you'll see it as a viewer, and you'll be like, wow, that scene must have taken a week. Wow, that must have been crazy. Oh, they must have had so much money for this movie, and like none of that is true. Like literally, it was just going so fast. This guy just like, motoring through it. Like sacrificing things.
It was
I mean, it was just
like, remember Ben's Banishment?
yeah.
Wow.
That was we were shooting that scene, and then we were supposed to shoot it, and it rained. So boom, crap. What are we gonna do?
Change around the
We're
whole
supposed to have
schedule.
like 8. We're supposed to have like 8 hours to shoot a scene.
Yeah.
So it finally stopped raining. We went out, and of course, what we're supposed to do is there's puddles everywhere. So we got little squeegees and squished all the water out of the floor.
So
and then
funny.
and then
broke on
yeah,
us as
exactly.
well.
And then we put we put 3 cameras up, and we shot it in 6 hours, and it's a great scene. I love the scene. It's really intense.
Awesome. We're excited to see the banishment.
Chris Sheffield, who plays Ben, is
Yeah.
awesome in it
Yeah.
as well. He's
That
like,
scene, dude.
It was. I was honest. That's probably one of the scenes that made me want to make the movie anyway. Because it was.
Yeah.
I just loved. That was where I said, "Door of the Flies." Yeah, it's dark, sweet, merciless.
Yeah.
It's a good scene. Yeah.
Useless trivia on that. That was actually a scene that wasn't in the original few drafts.
Oh yeah.
And I felt like I needed something that brought a lot more into the story, and I added that scene later on.
Nice.
awesome. That's not useless
cool.
trivia, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Probably the pinnacle of the film is probably when I appear.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
right.
yes.
Oh, dude, I love your cameo.
Don't say anything more.
right.
He's in there, guys.
He's in there, guys. Yeah.